I'm sorry, but this is what every removal deck wishes it was. And now we're updated with one single card to make it even. It's still really bad. It's still really bad. It's a stinky idea. I don't know why. It worked so well the first time, right? The Arc Maxim Anel KO everything combo. Listen, what can I say? This is just a stupid idea that somewhat worked on the sim. Probably won't ever work in real life, but it was fun. It was fun. This is the setup for board wipes every single turn. Sometimes that can sometimes work, right? But I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we get into this, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to support me in this channel, you can check out the links in the description. I've got a TCG Player affiliate link. If you're going to be buying any cards off of TCG Player, clicking my link in the description just helps support me. And I have a code for Nen Garden, Straw Hat Pecan for 5% off on top of any other sale they're running. Like their buy one playmat, get the Yokai playmat for only $15 to check out, right? You can use stuff on top of that, I believe. So check that out in the description. I've used some of their playmats in my locals videos before, like the King of Hearts one. Very nice stuff. But let's get into that. The ramblings that we had in the beginning, right? This is Kyros, but with one specific goal in mind. I was made aware of a list like this a while ago by a commenter, and it was a lot of fun. Basically, how it works is we have Arc Maxim that lets you rest this stage in one of your Anel, KO all of your opponent's characters with a cost of 2 or less. Right, so we're resting this 7-drop Anel, and using the fact that we have 10-drop Kuzan, or Isho, or Laboon, or other cost reduction stuff, to essentially KO everything every turn ever. The downside is we're a 4-life leader, and to survive until we can get to 10 Dawn is a little bit right? It can be pretty hard sometimes, especially with things like Zoro, right? So that's why I'm trying this out with Kuma, just to give us a little bit of oomph in that mid-range, right? If we're on 6 Dawn, this gives us maybe something to do besides setting up Laboon that just helps us survive another turn, so that way we can get the combo off, hopefully, right? Because you can always just try to live until 10 Dawn, play out Kuzan on 10 Dawn, and then set up the Arc Maxim the following turn, right? Set up the Anel afterwards. But let's get into it. The reason I choose Kyros is because he's got some built-in removal already, right? Obviously, you can use any black and yellow leader for this combo. Some people talked about the Lin. Obviously, Koala is one as well, right? You can possibly get some extra card draw in that deck. Right. Also, the other downside of this deck is there's not a lot of searchability for our top pieces. There are things that let us search, like the EBO2 events that let you search any 4 costs or higher, but the deck list is very tight because it's a lot of pieces that we still need, right? So Kyros is 4-life, black and yellow, active main once per turn. Flip the top card of your life face up, KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0, right? Basically, some built-in removal for some little bodies, right? With like things like Suru, our first 2k counter that on play minuses a cost of character by 2. We got Brook, 3 cost, 4k power, 1k counter. On play when attacking, give one of your opponent's characters -1 cost for the turn, then KO one of your opponent's cost 0 characters. Really nice to get some cost reduction. We got Bartolomeo, a 2k counter blocker. That's 3 cost, 3k power. We got Laboon, 4/5/1 active main, rest of this character. Give to one of your opponent's characters -4 cost. Then we got Rebecca, great blocker, 4 cost, 1k counter, 0 power. On play, return 1 black character other than Rebecca with a cost of 3 to 7 from your trash to your hand, then play 1 cost 3 or lower black character from your hand rested. So that's why you can play out Brook from the trash, right? We got Sabo. This is mainly here to 1, protect us as a blocker, 2, draw 2 trash 2, and then give your board protection from KO. So very important to be able to find our pieces, right, to pull off the combo. So I put Sabo in here just for more card draw, right, to help us find the things we need, right? We're relying on our mulligan, essentially our first hand, to have a few of the pieces we need, and then things like Sabo might be able to help us get what we need. 1 Isho, 8 cost, 9k power. Dawn times one of your opponent's characters, get -3 to their cost. Very much a crucial piece. However, for a lot of the matches before, I was finding that it was a little awkward. Sometimes with just a Suru or a Brook, you can get through a lot of things. There's a lot of 8 cost characters, so for the most part, Kuzan and something like Laboon or Brook would get you through most things, right? But Isho is an extra backup. Then also on play, if your opponent has 6 or more in hand, they trash 2 cards. We got a 10-drop Kuzan. All of your opponent's characters get -5 cost on your turn, and then on play, KO 1 cost 0 character. Essentially, with his is a KO a 5 or less on play. Then we have Viola, another blocker that I really want to use for just protection, but also helps us use leader ability, right? On play, choose one of the following. You can either look at all of your opponent's life and then rearrange them in any order, or turn all of your life cards face down. So that way we can keep using our leader ability. Same thing with Zeus. He's a 2k counter, 2 Dawn, 2k power. On play, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, and then KO a 5 or less character. This is really good because if you pop something with your leader ability, your life is face up. You can take it with Zeus. And now we actually have a heal in the deck. Kuma, 671. Again, if one, you shouldn't try this list actually. This is just a meme build I'm trying for funny shenanigans on the sim. Don't actually bring this to locals and expect to do well. But if you ever want me to do this in the future, maybe I'll try it at locals. You never know. There's a lot more board protection though in the game, so it's a little tricky. But I'm very hopeful. I think we can make some things work. But yeah, Kuma, 671. On play, trash a card from your hand, heal 1, and then on KO you heal 1 as well. And then of course we've got the Anel. This is just essentially to work with the maximum. This is this, and then there's the 10 cost Anel, right? This is just more expensive. I'd rather play at the 7 cost. However, if we find ourselves not finding enough of the 7 cost, we could add a couple more of the 10 drops in there as well. It's just very slow to have 2 turns of playing out 10 drops, right? That's not great. You got a couple of 0 cost events just because there's a lot of bricks in the deck still. And of course, for the stage. So that's the list. Let's get into it. Let's play some fun. Again, not too serious today. Hopefully we can at least get the combo off to work once. It surprisingly worked a lot last time. So hopefully again, we can have some luck, but let's try it out. All right, we got Shanks. We do want to take second. This is actually so perfect, right? This is actually so perfect. We're just missing an L. See, the opponent definitely knows something's up as soon as this hits the board, right? But they never know what it is. They never know. Oh my God, it's like the stars have aligned. Dude, it's like the stars have aligned. So next turn we'll just play out Brook, swing 6, I guess. Okay, with 2 cost. Or, well, no, we want to swing 6 probably. That's a big swing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll just swing 6 and play out Brook. 0 cost is pretty good too. 2k counter is good too. All right, let's go here. And also the good thing about Nell is he can't be removed by the field if he's sideways. It's great for us, right? Not really a way for our opponent to get rid of him. Things like Kobe would be really bad for this deck, obviously having built-in removal protection. There's a lot of removal protection now in green. Luffy's kind of crazy. 6 and 6 at us. Take this Brook. Can I get rid of you with a 2k Suru? No, not really. See, also the bad thing is like we can't really remove anything for like a long while, right? Will 2k here. Try to stay alive. It's the bad part is like, it's really only works against slower decks. So the fact that he's playing the Rush Shanks build is one I haven't seen in a while, which sucks. 2, what the heck are we doing? That's a lot of Brook. We can't do much, right? It's a 5 cost, so like not really much I can do. I can play out Rebecca, get nothing back from trash, but play out Brook and establish a blocker, or I could at least play out Viola and Brook, maybe. We'll go 6. Okay, he takes. He's taking a lot. Which makes me nervous. Let's sort opponent's life. Ooh. I honestly don't want him to have more rush cards, to be honest. Let's put that brick down to the bottom. And then pass. So, ooh, we're in danger. I'm in danger. Oh my goodness. No, not the brook. 6 at us. Yeah, we're gonna die. This is like really bad. Kuma, save me. Kuma, save me. No. Yeah, very unfortunate, right? We had some hope because we had we could somehow survive another turn. Okay. We somehow could survive another turn. Oh, it's just the aggro, sir. It hurts my bones. Okay, we have a lot of counter in the hand. If we just get like one, just let me get like one turn. Let me clear the board. Oh dear God. Okay, so like I said, he can't be removed. We can kind of survive here, so we'll go 2K. But then we're at 0 life and he just kills me, right? So we're like, nah, you know, there's no way I survive at 1 life here, right? And also Rayleigh can't get KO'd because Brook is gone. So with Brook gone, there's nothing I can do here. 8 at us. We'll take, okay, if it was a 0 cost event, we would have been golden. Would have been golden. All right, so let's go here. KO you. Haha. Rest, got him. See, it's, you know, it's, yeah, you just kill me now. It's all right. It's all right. We did draw 2 of our 0 cost events, so it's kind of crazy. Neither of them were hand, but you know, yeah, just a little bit less aggression. We actually might have been able to come back from this, to be honest, right? Because if we like draw into a Kuma this next turn and everything's gone, if Brook is on board, we clear this, right, by making it a 7 cost. And then if we were at 1 life, maybe, GG. A little aggressive. So yeah, that's another downside. I feel like we gotta already cut out 1 Kuma for like Isho or something, right? Like I cut the Isho down, but I think we need to bump it back up to 2. Like this is a nice stall piece, right? But realistically, just trying to do what we're doing, we don't need to overcomplicate things. What the heck is this? So we technically have like 2 pieces, brother. Do I rip this? Is this enough? I feel like we gotta keep, like, technically it's 2 pieces of the pie, right? I have no earthly idea what this man is cooking either. This is a crazy, of all the decks to find a mirror matchup in set 12, like that is. The problem is he could run Sabo blocker. Also the problem is I have no idea what he's running. What if it's all Kikunojo and Kumas and I just like, it just backfires me. Okay. Ooh, Maxim. Ain't no way he's running the same build. Like this is months after I don't know how long ago the first video was, but not saying that I was the first one, because obviously the YouTube comment, you guys told me about this in general, right? But like, there's just no way that he's running the same build as me. Apologies, I still have a bit of a sore throat, so been chugging a bunch of tea and stuff to help out. So at least we found Max and we have Isho. He can't really remove Enel. I have no idea. Neither of us has played anything. Okay. Try security to play up to 1 Dressrosa type of character other than Scarlet with the cost of 3 or less from your hand rested. You give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 2 cost. Interesting, huh? Interesting. I don't want to keep taking life. Barto, Brook. Interesting, huh? Wait, I can just KO it. No, I can't. And all 7 cost. I'm silly. I am silly. Hahaha. If I had 2 Brook, I could. I'm not about to KO this with a Suru. I'm not about to do that, am I? I could even just Suru. No, that's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'm gonna do it. We just haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. Flip all life face down. Ha ha ha. Now look at I have the board. If it was one more turn, I could have just played out a Nell. If I was in 7 Dawn, actually, play out a Nell, boom, rest that, get her out of here, you know? But I don't want him to get the value out of giving him one of my characters minus cost, right? That's so silly. And I had blocker a few 2Ks, right? So I don't think I'm worried about that. Seven Dawn, what are you cooking up? I can remove a 3 cost, technically a 5 cost next turn for the most expensive method ever. Right? Play out Suru, swing, Anel, pop, right? I can get rid of a 5 cost. Not great, right? Not great. Kuma. Okay, so, but, like, you know, like I said, what are we doing here? It's just Kuma. Every yellow deck is just Kuma. Every yellow deck is just Kuma. What is this? First rose of type characters plus 2,000 power. Didn't swing at me. Interesting. Not gonna remove it this turn. So we might just play out Isho, rip 2 cards from his hand. We got a Sabo. Okay. Have not noticed any of these cards before, to be honest. But now we can get rid of, you know, okay, so 2 cost, 5, 6, 8, technically with Suru. So a 6 cost just with Isho and our Arc Maxim, which is not, and Brook Swing, of course, but not too shabby. Not too shabby. We can definitely get rid of the Kuma next turn if we want to, just to alleviate the pressure, right? That's a different stage. That one makes more sense. That one makes way more sense, probably, to run with the Dressrosa leader, right? That makes a lot more sense. And also, this is the Dressrosa Sabo, yeah. Okay, Scarlet, or no, Viola, not Scarlet. Apologies. Do I want to heal him though? I guess kind of, maybe. Not like kind of, but like, you know, is what it is, right? So we have to swing here, make you a 5. Ooh, we can possibly get rid of both, but it requires a 2K. We'll block. Okay. And then I can, for the sake of getting back this with Rebecca, 2K out there. Okay. So we'll go here. Dawn times there. Swing there, minus there. So he's a 2. He can block out, that's sure. Didn't matter either way. Right? It was going to get KO'd, and it's not like the Brook was doing anything. It's like, do I want to get rid of the Kuma? I guess. That's the point, right? Yay! I did it. So let's see. How much did I have to expend for those 2 6 cost KOs? A Brook, an 8 cost Isho, a Nell 7 cost in a stage, and a 2K counter. I should have swung first in case it was a Kikinojo out of life, which I don't know. So much. Look what they have to do to mimic a fraction of our power. Any Lucci player when they see this list. But like, I can do it by just pressing a stage and resting a character once I get a 10 cost out. If I had 10 cost, that would have been great, right? Oh my god. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Just healing. He's just gonna beat me because he's just healing. he's just living life. Oh, if he goes 8 here, I can get out of it. If he goes 8 at Brook, I'm okay. If he goes 8 in my life, I'm okay. We will not okay, so we'll 2K that. What do we left 1 Dawn open for? We're just gonna Sabo. Get rid of you and you, I guess. Just try and dig a little deeper, right? Well, that's still 5 cost, so nope. I could get rid. No, we're not doing that, right? We're gonna play out Rebecca, get a 2K back, do nothing with that. We're going to go 5 of life. Because we do have to hit him. We do have to hit him. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's an 8 cost, so it's a little bit more expensive. You know. Even if we find another... a 10 drop, right, which is just eluding us. Draw 3, trash 2. Interesting. We would only be able to KO a 6 cost at max, right, next turn. Because we could swing with Brook and then use the ability, right, too. Technically a 6 cost and a 7, right? Wait, did he get another one of that trigger? Wait. So we got 2 of those from life? Crazy. Crazy. At least we have a couple of blockers, so, you know, we're chilling. But it's like if you put in more mid-range KO, or if you put in things like... honestly, you probably should just put in like Tempest Kick, but we don't even have that much in our trash anyway. We don't go through that like much in hand. So that wouldn't even give us the minus. I think there's another, the other 1 cost event that minuses by 3, and then like... I don't think he was using... Was it this one? No, it was a different 1 cost event. Minuses by 3, and then something else. Maybe, because then with that and Isho on the board, you could... Give her what? 5, 8 costs, which is actually pretty relevant in the meta. 33 cards still in deck, 2 life, 2 blockers. We just have enough swings to probably go for game the following turn. If ooh, Luffy double attack. Does he have enough in his trap? He does. He does. Ooh, that's pretty rough. Well, I'm gonna block out both of those. And then yeah. If we get a... Yeah, we're just gonna have to block out all of those. If we get a 10 drop, we can actually clear the board. We'll go 1k, and then we'll take the hit to life. Another 2k is not bad. But we might just win here. Brother man, it's not looking great for the sake of... Do we have a Brook in trash? No. We have literally nothing in trash that could, like, save us. Boom, bam. Let's go 5. Nothing. So now that's cost minus 4, and it's also frozen. So it's a 3 cost. So it's not even a, like, I can't even do anything to it. I can't even do anything to him. I might need to play out a blocker. Wait, this sucks. Wait, I should have minused the Kuzan at least. Or no, the Kuma. We might just be able to... Yeah, okay, so we're probably just going to swing for... We cleared 2 6 costs. GG. We just... Where's the Kuzan? I think we're going to mulligan next time for the Kuzan. Ace and Whitebeard. We're going second. Might just keep. We have 1 piece. We have another... We have Kuma that can actually, like, help us live type of deal. I'm hoping that cycling out his hand. I'm hoping that we live long enough to perform the combo, right? We need a certain amount of just turns, right? If he swings 5 at us, that'd be good. We could Rebecca, get back the Brook, play out the Brook the following turn if he plays out a 1 cost. Because I know he has those 1 cost blockers in the deck, as we just saw. I think that's what he revealed to put to the top of his deck with his leader ability. If you're not familiar with the Ace and Whitebeard recent starter deck, even though it's starter deck 22, it came out of order for us, but activate once per turn, reveal 1 card with the type including Whitebeard Pirates from your hand, draw 1 card, and then put the reveal card at the top of your deck. So kind of like Marco, but like, I guess not like Marco. I don't know. Kind of, I guess, you know, cycling out your hand, but you can't put it to the bottom. You have to reveal something, put it at the top, so your opponent gets some hand knowledge, but, you know, what was that? It goes so fast. Oh, the 8 cost event, right? Oh, okay. Let's go 5 at you, and then I guess we'll play out Laboon, And then next turn, we could KO a 5 cost with Laboon, Rebecca Brooke, right? And then follow turn, we can KO. Well, he has some, I think some cards have protection in his deck now that I'm thinking about it, which actually, I think it's once per turn. If I'm thinking about the Marco, I think it's a once per turn type of deal. But at least with this lead ability, you don't have to attach any Dawn, so you could get some combos. I think that was the Marco. Yeah, on KO, one of your opponents can. Oh, I don't like that. 4 lower to their hand. That's not great for me. It's not fun times. 5 will take. Okay. So at least we will. Maybe I just don't even swing. Ooh, Arc Maxim. So we'll rest. Boom. Play out. Pop. I think we'll, instead of playing out 2 blockers, you can Arc Maxim. Okay. Pass. So next turn we can actually KO something worthwhile with our NL. Like on curve. Kind of nice. Right? Because he swings somewhere. We block out. He plays something out. Odin actually, never mind. Because that's like a once, it's not even a once per turn that protects itself from removal. Which sucks. But he has to trash cards from his hand, right? So we'll get rid of his hand size, I guess. You know? Technically, we could hit him 3 times, theoretically, if we have another cost reduction. If we have a Suru next turn, right? I'm assuming he has the Odin, right? The 7 cost Odin. That's what I'm assuming. He doesn't. Doesn't play it out, at least. Okay. Boom and bam. Okay. Is that the bounce back? No, activate mania gets plus 2k power, right? Okay. So he becomes buffed with that. Interesting. 7 at me. Do I mind? I have Kuma, technically. I might be alright. If he gives me a turn to like keep a blocker up. But then he has... Nah, I'm thinking about because he has ways to bounce back the blocker. But if he bounces... Jozu, no. No, don't do it. No, that was a really good target. Dang it. Okay. Darn. Okay. So we can get rid of the Marco blocker. You know. Ooh. Or I can play this out. Get 2 cards out of your hand. And then actually do something the following turn. Right. I don't think he gets rid of anything on the following turn. We just might just play this out. Rip 2 cards. Oh, we got the Newgate and the event. Okay. And then we'll pass. Because if I swing here and he blocks and gets my Rebecca back to hand, it's actually pretty bad for me because I might die. 2 life, so a little scared about that. But next turn we can get rid of the Jozu and the Marco with the Anel combo, right? And then if we follow that up with maybe like a 10 cost, which is again too slow because we don't have any Don to put on Isho, which is why Laboon would have been really nice to be on the board. We could have played out the Anel, swung here, got rid of the... That's pretty bad. You never know if he would have bounced back the Brooke or the Rebecca. Because if I get the Rebecca back, then I can just play it out. And that's really good. So maybe he wouldn't want that for me. 6 will counter 2. Because we can get that back with Rebecca, right? It's the only 2k we can get back with Rebecca. And it's the only reason we have that in the deck, right? To get more blockers and more value off Rebecca, right? And we'll block here. 8 Don. So this minus is to 3. We have to swing, get you to... Ooh, I'm dead. Ugh. It doesn't give it a rush, right? No, it becomes a 7k leader though. Interesting. Okay, so we're kind of dead. So what can I do? So that's 4, 5, 6. I can actually get rid of it with... you. Right? I think I just have regular removal. I might just have to wait a turn. Right, because if I make you a 5, and this makes you a 2, Brook. So that's 7 Don, 9 Don. Kuzan, no! Oh my god, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. I can get rid of... What can I get rid of? Nothing, really. I can get rid of you, then you bounce back, and then I can swing at you. Or I can swing minus you to 5, pop you with this. It's too many options now. Too many options now. For the sake of doing it. But also he has double attack, so if I don't get rid of him now, I'm kind of dead. So... minus everything to... That's a 6. He can't block out and let it die either. It was just a -1, please. Let it be free. Let it be free. I just needed the -1. I just needed the -1. Thank you. That was very expensive. Go here. 10 at Jozu. And then we can also pop this, too, to be honest. I should have done that first. I forgot. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I could get Jozu out with the Zeus, but then I'm dead as hell because I have 1 life, right? But then I'm actually just playing removal Kyros, and it's like, you know, was he bouncing back to my hand, though? My Laboon? No! Yeah, I'm really stupid. I could have done that, yeah. Do I think I could live if I get rid of you? I think I play out a blocker and he goes for my boards. Let's sort his life. 2k counter. Let's put something like that so he doesn't get another Whitebeard. And we'll pass. Hopefully we live, and hopefully with 2 Brook and Isho that Enel actually starts putting in work, right? We're playing the long game. We're hoping he swings once at Brook. We lose Brook. We can still get rid of Jozu next turn. Hopefully he's like got nothing crazy in hand. I mean, he definitely does. He's got 8 cards and he's been cycling out the entire game to dig a little deeper, right? Too many pieces. We find our pieces at the worst times, right? Literally, like I said, it's such a horrible deck idea because it's literally, you have to have the stars align, right? Was that the, oh no, this was the counter event that we got out of the hand earlier with the Isho. So he's searching, finds the 9 cost and gives it rush. This is the, oh yeah. So there's 2 different events, right? There's one that buffs you to 7k, or you can play a 9 cost or lower Whitebeard and it gives it rush. Which, if he plays out the big double attack boy, right, we can just kind of get rid of it the same way. Almost a little better, right? Almost, yeah, a lot better. If we can save everything, which we can? Maybe? No, we can't save both Brooks. Okay. Placing cards on the top of the deck. Wait, this like lets you put it on the top of the deck? Top or bottom of the deck in any order? That's insane. Oh, it only looks at top 3. This has got to go at Brook. For sure, right? For sure, right? Yep, okay. So then 5 at us. We counter with Laboon. Because if he plays out a 9 cost, right? Sheesh, no, there's not a great way to get rid of it with this, unfortunately. Depends if we get like Suru, right? We get like any other cost, like a 1 cost reduction. like Tempest Kick, but again, Tempest Kick doesn't do anything. We have 3 in our hand, right? So I think we're going to 2K. The fact that it gives a rush is kind of crazy, right? Wait, what? Oh, we're chilling. We're just straight up chilling. Oh, I'm stupid though. I'm stupid as hell. Why did I think it was the... Why did I think it was the take? Okay, cool. So once per turn, if you would be KO'd by your opponent's guy, you instead trash 1 card from your hand. So we're going to get that to happen a few times, right? We're going to get that to happen a few times. So we do a Nell, or do we do Kuzan? I think Kuzan actually is just perfect here. So we have to swing Brook minus you by 1, so that's a 5 cost. So we can pop it. We can get 2 cards off his hand and we can just swing at it too. So that's what we're hoping to have happen. So we go here. We pop this. We go here, pop that. Okay, Brook is not a great last card in hand, but we get him to go down to 6 in hand, then we swing 9 at 6 and hope it dies. Right. I don't know why I thought it was going to be the guarantee of the 9 cost Whitebeard that had like double attack that was coming at me. I don't know why. Because then I could have 1K'd with Laboon, then 2K'd, and we wouldn't have been at 2 life, right? So we'll go 9 there. Hope he gives it up. Hope he gives it up. If not, we just play an extra turn with the Kuma, maybe, to heal, right? Because I think a swing still goes at Brook, I want to say. This is still a lot with 6 in hand to defend 9 into 6. Nice. Okay. Jozu is his top life. I'm gonna pass. I don't know what kind of shenanigans. I don't want to give him another card. He might have just counted out the 5, right? But we have some pretty big bodies now, like the Isho and the Kuzan. Okay. So now we can remove anything, right? Now we can remove anything. We just had a very precarious spot, very fragile, right? Yeah. Okay, that is... Look, top 3, build 1 wave of Pyros. Okay. So, more searching and placing on top. Picks up the 8 cost, becomes a 7K. That's probably better for us because it means no rush, just big body that we can get rid of and gives us an extra turn. You know? Gives us an extra turn. We can block out and then Kuma in 2 turns and... Holy heck. This is such a horrible win condition. Like... But whenever it works, right? We just haven't played the Enel out. 5 at... I think that is absolutely fine. We'll keep our blocker and our 1 life and all of our counter. We don't need Brook anymore. Just that -1. That is that guy. Ooh, see, dude, we don't need to attack with our board. What are we? We're attacking with our board? No. That is absolutely not what this board is for. You know, so this is -5, 8. Yeah, so we can KO with, yes, tax 2, tax beard, taxes season, right? So as long as this is a 2 cost, we're so chilling. We also have Sewer 2 to double up on it, but yeah. I heard this card went up in price because of the new ace. Oh, we got another Isho. All right, so let's go here. Bada Bob, brother. Bada Bob, let's go. This is an ace 2K counter. Let's just go 7, poke for 1 Don. One card. We got the combo. Hey, let's go. It's like so late in the game that it like literally doesn't matter. If we just played like a normal deck list, we would have been probably better off. But hey, we did it. Woo! We actually just did like some regular removal type stuff, you know? We're actually like in the safest spot I think I felt like in this with this deck, right? We have a blocker, 1 like it, nothing on the board. It's a blue deck, so like the rush is, you know, pretty limited, right? The event could be a little tricky, but again, blocker, so I'm not feeling too bad. And now we can just clear any big body he plays out, right? And we can heal next turn too. We can heal. Go back up to 2 life. And like I said, we can clear any 10 cost, right? With just the -5 and -3. It's so good. It's not. Why did I say those words? It's not great. It's not good. I can't underestimate how, like, this deck is just, it's not good. Like, what do you logistically do in this situation? Anything you play out is going to get KO'd. You can't swing here because I have a blocker, right? I don't know. You have 2 life. I know what they are. We got a 2K and then a brick. The 9 cost double attack Whitebeard. You're such a cool card. I wish it was an 8 cost so I could play it in VV and give it rush. You know? So it picks up ace. Yeah, the only thing really that would save him is, like I said, Odin. We can at least try and KO that like twice a turn, to be honest, right? Like with leader ability, but our life is upside down. We'd have to Kuma to get an extra life, so we'd flip that, right? We'll see. Yeah, and I don't think that this deck has protection for board. It just has for like the specific characters, but there's a lot of good characters like that Marco, like the 7-drop Odin, but it's just, I think, too slow at this point now that I have big bodies. Right. Especially if I give myself an extra turn with a Kuma. Ooh, big swing, 8. 8 at us. 8 at, I think we 2K out of that. Makes yourself even safer, right? Jozu. So he's going to bounce back my blocker. Darn it. No. Okay. Ace. Into an Ezo. Which he doesn't get to use the effect of because I get to just KO them. He picks up the 9 cost event, so that's a brick in the hand. I'm assuming he has the other counter event, which I should know what it is because it was here. Plus 4,000. Okay. Let's go non-times here, even though I don't think it matters. Go here. Board gone. Hell yeah, look at this. Look at this. The unbeatable deck list. The It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Two life blocker. 2 10K swings. Although if he has the event, do I give him the Whitebeard double attack? I don't think there's a way that he can't bounce back my blocker and play that out, right? So I don't think he has a lot of counter. We'll go get him down to 0 life, probably. And for the 7, he did that. Go here. Again, the only reason we were able to live is because we got very lucky in some of our top decks, and we got very lucky that he didn't, he swung at Brooks. I think you could have pressured life maybe a few times, but who knew that this monstrosity of a board was awaiting you? Look at this. Look at this. There's no predicting this. You know, like, even if he did do this, right? Yeah, gives it rush, the 10K power on play. Draw 2, pretty nice. I can still just counter out of the 6K, even that, you know? I still just 2K out of the, yeah, right? Oh, well, you can just block out of the 10K double attack, right? Right, because that event gave him rush or something. Pretty sure. We'll counter 1. I'm not going to be a jerk, right, and do another swing of this, right? That's just so... Is that rude? That's rude as hell, right? Even though it's for the video and it would be another clear of a 9 cost. That's just disrespectful. Block that, and then that should be, actually, I don't know. Is 8 cards in hand? He's a oh no, he's not anymore. Okay. Am I disrespectful as hell if I do that? Let's see, because I can just stack all of that here and swing, and there's no way he gets out of 19. If he did, then I would rest the Enel, you know, if he somehow had infinite counter, but I think we got it. GG. That is a lot of counter. That is a lot of counter, though. GG. What a monstrosity. All right, we got Bonnie. We're going second. Oh my goodness. Do we keep because of the Arc Maxim? Ooh, interesting. All right, so let's go here. We get to swing and then play out Brook to KO you. Haha. Unless he picks up a second one, then we have to swing here. But this might be a long enough matchup where we actually can do some stuff with this, right? Hopefully the Bonnie plays a little slower. Do they have a second searcher is the thing. 7 of us will take. Okay. We'll go, we got Isho. So that's actually like not bad. We'll go Brook, bop bop, pass. They take the 5, of course. Of course. We have nothing to 2k out of to protect and then get back with Rebecca, unfortunately. 5 at us. Little Zeus. Actually, we probably should have kept Zeus. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's not bad. Is that bad? Is that bad? I'm not gonna sewer to get rid of one of these guys. Am I? The fact that like Kyros' leader ability doesn't get rid of do I just pass? Bro, I clear everything here with you know. Nah, I'm gonna give him something to swing at the Brook because I don't think I need the Brook. Right? Make him think that I got something up my sleeve. He takes. Of course you take. Silly little goose. We'll just pass. Just pass. Yeah, that's a pretty rough hand, I ain't gonna lie. But we can get rid of all these guys next turn, right? This protects Slash. So good for us to get that out of the way now. Get rid of some of his protection, right? Like this is a matchup where there's a lot of protection cards in it for sure, but it's a matter of like, do they expect what I'm doing? Probably not, right? And also we have leader ability to baked in to kind of KO some of the little guys with that, right? So here we go. Oh, Bonnet. Okay, so let's go here. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, it's just really so stupid. Let's go 6 of life. It's so stupid. At least we have a lot of 2Ks to protect and 0 cost. Next turn, we can play out Isho, get some cards out of their hand, which is actually really good for us. The worst, yo, don't say it. Please don't say it. Please don't do it. Please do not do it. Do not do it. Do not. Please. The take? Okay. Oh. All right. All right. That is not what I expected. I'm going to be honest. He's not Slash, so we could technically get rid of him. What would I need to do? Yo, wait. Okay. So 4. Nah, I would need a little bit more, right? I can make him a 4 cost. 3 cost. Nah. A little bit less. A little bit. Well, hold on. Let's go here. Get 2 cards out of here. Oh, the Dopey and a 2K is not bad. All right. So wait. Is this... He's a 5. Oh, but this gets rid of both of them. Almost gets rid of everything, right? Because he is a 5 cost. So it gets rid of both of his protection pieces, right? Got rid of, yeah, that's pretty good. That ain't bad. I'm gonna be honest, that ain't bad. Yeah, that ain't bad. And then next turn with Suru, we can get rid of Suruz. We can get rid of him, maybe, and like Rebecca Brooke, right? Let's go 2K, 1K. 5 of us. We just need, so that's a 5, 3. Yeah, so we just need 1. So we'll counter with 1. All right. All right, Mihawk. All right, so what's the move here? Another Isho brings it home. Honestly, do we just prioritize 2 Ishos? I think that's better than 10-drop Kuzan. It's not as slow. You can hit it on 10 Don and actually do something with it. You can KO pretty much the same, a 5-drop, right, with this. All right, so let's go here. Bring back the Brook. Play out Brook minus. Put a Don on you. So you're 4. Boom. Boom. Let's go. Sorry. It's just so stupid. It's just really stupid. Then we'll go. He's gonna rest the Rebecca. Oh no, my face. So that's actually better for us. When we play out 2 Rebeccas. And then he Hodies me, I die. And then, no, but Rebecca gets us back at 2K and puts up a second blocker. Right. Okay. Ooh, that gets us some cards out of hand still. Or he just blocks out with, ooh, what did he give us? 0 cost and a 2K. Oh, what the heck? He's just got a lot of counter. Is that it? Dude, did hitting that Dofi out of hand, like, save us? All right, so now we can get rid of 5, 6 costs. Again, another Isho would probably just be better than 10-drop Kuzan, because 10-drop Kuzan just lets us get it back. We'll block out while we can, right? I don't know, brother, man. Okay, this is where we want a 10-drop. Laboon. Bro, do I just Laboon? Do I just Sabo? Let's go 5 at life. I could just swing a good bit. I could swing 7 at the very least. Yeah. Okay. Sabo. We did enough clearing. We're just trying to win now, right? Sabo, keep 2K, 1K, 2 life. Okay, guess this is a 2K and a 1K. Sabo. Oh, you're so late, Kuzan. You're so late. So late. And then I don't even think I want to play out the second blocker, because then if he Hodies, then we're screwed, right? 5 at us. Counter 1. 8 at us. If he does another 10-drop, we're actually kind of cooked. Like, unbelievably so. And he's got another 10-drop. Man, come on. Come on, brother. Okay. We just need to swing 12, and do I put up a blocker and hope he doesn't have Hody? 11, 12. We hope he doesn't have Hody, but then we still have to counter out of 2 swings, like 1 swing. We still have to counter out one of these big swings, right? That is unfortunate, right? My master plan. We just needed another NL at that point, right? 12 at us. That is weird math. Block out. Because now you can only go 11 and 10. That's like the highest number you could have swung first. 9. We actually can get out of that, no? Right? 8 to 10? Perfect, right? Perfect. And then if he swings here, we're actually so good because we can use this effect, right? To, oh no. Oh well. Man, now we're probably still dead. We're still probably dead. Hold up. 2, 3, 4. He left 2 Don open, so I'm kind of confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah. No, we're actually dead. Man, we're actually still dead. 4, 5. If he has like no counter. Nah, we're just so cooked. We're so cooked unless the last life is a 0 cost. But I think we had all of our 0 costs. We're actually so cooked, which is very unfortunate. This was a really good matchup, I'd say. Like, we had a decent showing. So I guess, that's fair enough, right? So still fair enough. Yeah. Oh, well. We'll go Brook. Boom. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Well, no, wait, we're not dead. Nice life. Nice life. Nice last life, right? If he has nothing to rest the blocker, we're chilling, right? But I doubt it, so I'm not holding out hopes, We're still dead. We're at the end of the day because he just clears a body. Cavendish? Blocker. Okay. Blocker kind of screws us, right? Actually, no. Yeah, it does. Yeah. GG. What a close, not close game, right? There's nothing I can do here unless it was like a Laboon to pop while I'm swinging. Because I can make this a 2 cost. And then, yeah, but that just... Take that. Take that. GG. Very close. Very good game, very close. At least we did the stuff, but annoying 10 drops, those pesky 10 drops. And yeah, actually almost got it. If we just had like one more swing, right? Or if that top deck was a Laboon, but he had a 2k and 2k 1k. So if the top deck was a Laboon, we clear with that while we're swinging and he can't counter out of that, we would have won, right? But we got Rayleigh. He's choosing turn order, so we're probably gonna lose second. But honestly, if we just Brook on 3 Dawn, like that's really strong. Brother, do I keep that? It's a 1 Dawn. I think we keep that. I'm just like looking at Laboon. Zeus is actually not bad either. Right? 2 Dawn. Okay. Shakuyaku. Picking up. Ooh. King Kong Gatling. Observation hockey. So he doesn't have another searcher, so that's good for Go 6. Play out a blocker. Look at his life. Sure, right? Sort opponent's life. We'll keep that brick at the bottom. Keep these bricks at the bottom, Put the searcher a little bit further down. Cool. So next turn we can get rid of any 4 cost. That actually kind of just helps. No? Right? If he plays out Luffy, we pop the Luffy on curve. It sucks that we didn't get the Brook out because Brook would have just... Yeah. Laboon great for sure, but... 5 at us. We'll take... Okay, another Laboon. Not bad. Luffy, so this is going to be another 5k. We'll counter 1 with blocker, probably. Sanji. Okay. We'll at least clear 2 bodies. So we'll go... Actually, I might need more blockers. Although Laboon is kind of a pseudo blocker, right? All we need in this... I'm thinking we should... Like, if we unironically want this to be better, we probably just need Isho, right? I think there's a lot of more 5 to 8 costs in the game. We're not worrying about, for the most part, like 9s and 10s, which is what you need the Kuzan and the Isho out both for. So I think... Ooh, Rebecca, if we had Brook, that'd be nice. We'll go 6 here. We probably should have kept 2 Laboons because, again, there's pretty much a blocker, right? And we will pass. No Enel. If we get Enel on curve, we could get rid of a lot of his little guys, right? 2 armament hockeys, which is not great for me. 8. We'll block. See what we get. He might go 7. He might get another 8 with another Luffy combo. But we chilling, right? Oh. Boa. So no Luffy just yet. Could still be Luffy. In that case, well, we're still. Boom. 1. We can. Oh, what the heck? What a. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a game. What a game we're having now. What a game we're having now. What a game we're having now, sir. And now it's protected because I can just trash a life, even though I don't want to. I'm only 3 gosh darn cards in my hand. So next turn we'll just play Rebecca, bring back Laboon. And then that kind of gets everything in his deck. Okay. Armament hockey. We'll need to find Kuma at that point, right? To heal, you know? And then we still haven't done anything. But dear God, this might be theoretically like the best. Like, this is why Enel, the actual Enel deck, is running this, right? Because of this matchup, gets rid of all their 1-cost and 2-cost searchers and stuff, right? But like, with a little bit of cost reduction, it gets rid of everything, you know? Think about it. Think about the math. It picks up a Luffy. Oh, the 2-cost Luffy. Even better. Ooh, see, that's just going to get card actioned. Yep. Yes, sir. We actually go Rebecca, bring back Laboon, play out nothing, then Sabo. Let's go. Bam. He gets the Boa. Go here, pop everything. Mwahaha. Get Laboon. Play out Sabo. Look for. Ooh. I don't know if I want that. Actually, unironically, Laboon kind of cooks with it. Honestly, no. I kind of want it. I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy if I do that, though. Am I? 2 blockers. I'm kind of chilling, right? It's KO protection, so he can't Mole Pistol. We know he has 2 observation in his last life. His next life is the 2-cost Luffy. He can't play out anything next turn. Like, this is unironically, this is peak removal form. I don't care. This is peak, brother. Luffy, it don't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what you play out. I'm gonna get everything with just 1 simple card. 1 simple card. It does suck we had to trash the life to protect it, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, we'll just block. Nothing off the Luffy is kind of crazy. So let's go here. Boom. Attach Don. Boom. Go here. Pop. Go 5. It's going crazy. It's going absolutely crazy sicko mode, right? What did we hit off of the Isho? We hit Armament Hockey and Sanji. It's like, you just have to go back to back, like, rush and unblockable to win here, right? He's got the... Okay, he's gonna Mole Gun what? The Enel? Then I have to trash another life? Do I live if I do that? Honestly, I can just leader ability. I don't want it though. He's got 2 unblockable. I'm actually kind of cooked if I go down that low, right? Let's see what he Mole Pistols. He could Mole Pistol the blocker and then swing here. Nah, you wouldn't. Oh, wait, what? Oh, because Luffy's on the board. Oh, well. That kind of makes my decision a little bit better for me, right? We'll just get rid of... We're going to top deck another Enel. Duh. We're going to block this for sure because he has 2 unblockable. So, yeah, I'm not going to give him that, right? Just going to go here. You know? Like... Even without it. Go 7. GG. Fair enough. Yeah. I think this is a rough matchup. I'm going to be honest. He needed just 2 turns of unblockable and it wins it, right? Like, if it's such a stupid, it doesn't win it, right? Like, if you know what's coming, or you know, like, you just play out some rush, which he was drawing into, you split, you give me down to like 1 life and just go unblockable back to back. But he was at 2 life, so maybe we could have got him, because we're going to play out Laboon next turn. We had Kuma the following turn. I think the second he saw the Kuma coming up, that like, even if you go unblockable, like you have unblockable, you know, I Kuma again, gives me another turn, and I'm still smacking you with like 9 cost. Like, honestly, Kyros versus Rayleigh and like a more serious matchup, like a more serious deck build, I would like to see that. I think that could be a pretty decent counter, right? Just being able to pop a 0 cost every single turn, right? Obviously, there's better removal decks. Rob Lucci, 100%, just probably has a great time against Rayleigh, I would imagine, on paper. But yeah, that was fun. We got rid of a lot with that. So yeah, I think this silly build got a lot worse in set 12, but there are some fun matchups you can still have. But yeah, those are some games. Again, horrible deck list. Please don't buy these cards for this deck list. Please don't take these to your locals. I hope that I prefaced it enough in the beginning of the video. And I'll put some I don't know how much I need to like preface like how bad of a deck it is, and we're just doing this for the silly video, right? But nothing to take too seriously, of course. It is interesting taking this deck from, like, I think last time we used it was like set 10, I want to say, and how it's changed and how a lot of matchups are harder, right? I think Bonnie, you remember being like pretty good, because back then you had like Tashigi and Rosinante, but those were easy to remove because of leader ability, getting us that second pop before you use the Enel, right? But now there's a lot just crazier stuff, you know. I think honestly the Bonnie matchup we could have maybe won, but yeah, like I said, I think just putting like 3 Isho instead of 4 Kuzan, and for some reason, why is this? This is a 4 of in the deck. We never found it, pretty much, especially not on curve. Isho was like sticking in my hand. Like, I always found him. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird how you find like a 2 of in the deck, but not a 4 of. It's weird. But, you know, it's crazy. It's some interesting board wipe, you know? There's definitely better ways to remove in the game, of course, but in terms of a full board wipe every single turn, that is pretty fun. That's pretty fun, right? And again, nothing too serious, right? Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you enjoy silly deck profiles that, you know, are horrible and you should never try, but are fun in concept, make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you would change, do differently, anything to like make this actually a little bit better in set 12. There's definitely some pieces you could probably swap around. I don't know. But yeah, let me know down in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and hope to see you next one. Bye-bye.